Alright, you guys, so this is take two. I'm gonna try to use this dinosaur deck that you guys don't know about yet, because this is teasers and spoilers only, to break this Pinlum board right here. We got Strike, Abductor, some counters on her. Got Indy, he's got a counter on him. Magister, Jackal, some counters on him. Goliath, no extra deck, Oppo for 3. Solid board. Um, without a side deck, I really don't think most decks can break this. This is take two because the first take, the dinosaurs, I took 5 cracks at it and the dinosaurs only broke it 2 times. No, I took 6 cracks at it, matter of fact, and they only broke it 2 times. So it's like less than half, less than a 50% success ratio, which was really sad. So I didn't even want to upload that one because it was pretty embarrassing. So I'm going to try again. And whatever happens with this one, it is what it is. I'm just going to upload it because I really just want to get on with the rest of my day and finish this video up. Hold on real fast. Alright. My bad. Alright. Let's see. 4, 5, 6. Thank God for Pankratops. That already helps. Just having a Pankratops in my hand. So I'm going to pretend like I'm still playing this Pinlum deck, so I'm not going to negate haphazardly. I'm going to negate what I feel is threatening to make it more challenging. So let's see. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to Kaiju this Goliath. There's 6 Kaijus in this main deck: the Thunder one, the Machine one, the Dino one, the Wind one, the Water one, and then the other, I don't know what it's called. But I main deck 6 Kaijus. Mainly just to complement Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, so I could play 3 Slumbers and have more targets, but also I like drawing them. So that helped a little bit, just to make things easier on myself. I want to say the next thing I do is Special Vishuda, because I control no effect monsters, and then link them. I have to play this right, because I think there's a chance that I could definitely, I know I can attack over this, so I can force 2 interruptions with Pankratops. I need to force the right one, so just with Vishuda and Pankratops, I can deal with a lot of this board, and I have more plays in my hands because I have a Fusion and I have a Fossil Dig, so I just need to work right. I think if I just work with just the Vishuda and Pankratops and try to capitalize on the most I can get rid of off of those, I should be able to deal with the rest of the negates. So I think I should actually be able to break this entire board. So I'd say I don't want to activate Vishuda yet because it'll be negated already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to special Pankratops. And then no, because it'll get negated. Yeah, that's the thing, it'll get negated. It's pretty tough. Let's go. That is very tough. Let's go Battle Phase. Attack over Oppo. He only has 3, so he's at 24. Activate his effect. Target the Divine Strike. I'll use Jackal King to negate that. Main phase 2. I'll use Vishuda. Ooh, that's so ugly. Vishuda. I'd say target my Kaiju. Since Divine Strike, the only things that's left, it would prompt me to want to activate it, but the other thing is nothing super detrimental has happened yet, so my Divine Strike has to be saved for that moment. So me being the Zephyr player, knowing I get that one Divine Strike, I have to use it when it really, really, really counts. And right now, bouncing this Kaiju and getting another one of my Kaiju would kind of hurt, but it would hurt more if I just wasted the Divine Strike. So I'm going to target my Kaiju and bounce it. I'm going to Kaiju the Endymion. And yes, it really does hurt, But at the same time, Magister's still on the field. So Magister can still pop out and Endymion himself, which is like insane. Next thing I do is activate the Shaw Fusion. They have a monster that's special from the extra deck. I'd probably negate this with the Divine Strike. I'd just be like, because even if like they have the pill, like on resolution of this, I can just pop out another Indy. So I'd negate that with the Divine Strike. For sure, because I know what that can do. Like, even if I hold this and be like, okay, what if they have a bill in hand? It's like getting to send Dragon and summoning Winda and all that, that's just too much. So we're stopping that right now. And on resolution, Magister. Pop out Indy. So now another problem's back on the field. We're getting bodied. Like, even with this insane hand, I'm still gonna lose if I miss. Yeah, because like if I Fossil Dig with 2 cards in hand, it's like, yes, I negate that, and that's game. Because there's the only thing that's left is miss. It was a really, really good hand. Like, no caps, that hand was great. The order that I played the cards I felt was correct. Fusion was gonna get negated regardless. Fossil Dig was gonna get negated. I felt that Kaiju and the Endymion was important. But whether I Kaiju the Endymion or the Magister, there would have been an Endymion there. And attacking over the Oppo and forcing the Jackal was correct. And then using the... yeah, attacked over Oppo, forced the Jackal, main phase 2. Used Vishuda to target my Kaiju. Yeah, that's right, and I let that resolve. So it's like everything was played correctly, and I still couldn't break the board. That's sad. It's like this Pendulum deck is hot, man. Let's go back, reset the board, see if I can try again. I got pretty close, so I'd say that it's definitely possible. It just, you gotta open this like stone cold nuts to be able to stand a chance against this deck. Alright, let's reset that. Oh, that's a 6 right there. Great hand. That was a really great hand. For the Dinos. Like, if I was a Pendulum player and a Dino player got that far against me, I would have to shake his hand just commending him for being able to pull that off, because it was a lot of work dealing with that board. And that's just, it's a very uphill battle. Kaiju, Pankra, Hill, Slumber, Tsuchinoko, Slumber. Alright, I should have showed the first one too. So first things first, do we need our extra deck right now? And the answer really is no. So where's Appaloosa? I forgot to put him back. So I say from the jump, let's Kaiju this yeah. Kaiju this Jackal King. Activate Slumber. Endymion's going to be forced to respond. He's going to have to bounce. If you want to make it to where Endymion can, like, resolve, like, if you want to make it to where, like, you can resolve Magister, because right now you really can't. You could just use Endymion on himself. But the other thing is, like, there's still not enough counters for Magister to resolve, so the way I just played it, in that order, it screwed up my Magister, and it kind of just screwed everything up, because I have double Slumber. So Endymion is going to negate it, and I can only activate one, but it got negated, so I'm going to Slumber again, and then the whole field's gone. Alright. Finally. You guys have no idea how hard I've been trying to break this Pendulum board. Finally. Actually, no. We got a strike. I'm tripping. I got too ahead of myself. It's not gone. It's still there. So, that's still there. He's still there. She is bounced. And plus, he wasn't going to go anyways because he had counters, so I was definitely rushing that one. So, knowing that the Divine Strike's there, knowing me being the Pendulum player, knowing that it's there now, it just makes things even more difficult. But I still have to. I have to slumber. And it gets negated again. That's so tragic. I forgot, man, that Divine Strike it makes a huge difference. Because this is like, you can't kaiju this, you can't mind control that. It's hard to bait that. Like, it just normally doesn't get baited. So, yep, Pendulum board's still intact. I say now we definitely special summon Pankratops. Set double evolution pill. We can still activate it. Activate Tsuchinoko. Special him. I say we go to battle phase. Attack over Oppo. Attack LP. Pankratops effect. We make sure Magister's main phase only. Or is it during your opponent's turn? Ooh, it's during your opponent's turn, and there's 3 spell counters on that bad boy. So what is Pankratops going to target? Target the Goliath. Actually, no, that's going to help me. Actually, it's going to help me. So yeah, you know what? Target my Kaiju. Take that big beater out the field. In phase 2. Pill. Finish those. Summon Conductor. And then Magister remove 3 for cost. Chain Conductor's effect. Pop that. So you're going to book all these. Magister's still going to resolve. But Chaining Conductor means now that Magister can't Special Reflection and just bounce this, because there's nothing with counters. So Chaining Conductor is really important. So on that regard, me being the Pendulum player, knowing that I can get rid of this Conductor easily, I would just bring out the probably a Jackal King, for example, and then that way I can make my plays, and if I do anything to threaten this, I could just use Jackal to negate it. Or if you're confident, you know, that you have a way to load counters, you could just special summon, for example, Master Cerberus, and then just banish that Conductor. So even though we still got really far and accomplished a lot trying to break the Pendulum board, the thing is, the Pendulums are still going to kill the Dinos next turn. Just having these, even without having access to your extra deck, just these being reflipped back up, you know, and then you can use Conductor if you want to book these, but because these weren't summoned this turn, you can flip them right back face up and just attack for game. Because just this alone, this is already 5550. That's 7k. That's 7,050. Anything with 1,000 or more attack is game, and he's there, and you don't know what you draw next turn either. So it's just like poor dinos. That's all I got to say. That's sad. I don't see it being possible. So yeah, I'm actually just gonna wrap up this video, you guys. Gotta go back to the drawing board again. But if anything, this shows you guys that it is possible to break a Pendulum board, but without access to your side deck cards, it seems nearly impossible, even with the most correct cards. Like, and if I had a Super Poly, it still probably wouldn't have done much at all. Especially considering the opportunity that I would have got to use Super Poly, one of the targets would have already used their effect. So it's just, yeah. Maybe Super Poly is like the only optimal chance. Like, it's maybe the only chance that you'll get that's like, that could potentially be like a guaranteed chance. But even then, it's a gamble. Yeah, that's pretty sad. But thank you guys for watching the video. God bless you guys. Make good choices. Don't hurt your brain cells. Stay tuned for future content. You know I got you guys. I'm on my grind now. I'll be back at it. And you guys are going to see what I come up with next. So just stay in your seats.